Hello. Are you ready to learn about something super cool and futuristic? Today, we're going to talk about something called cognitive computing. Don't worry if you've never heard of it before, because I'm going to explain it to you in a way that's easy to understand and really fun. Cognitive computing is a fancy way of saying that computers can think and learn like humans. This means that they can understand information, analyze it, and make decisions based on what they know. It's like having a super smart robot friend. Just like how you learn new things by asking questions and getting answers, cognitive computing can ask questions and learn from the answers it receives. It's always curious and trying to figure out more about the world around it. Cognitive computing can also identify patterns and similarities between things, just like how you might match things that look the same in a game. For example, it can look at different pictures of cats and figure out that they are all cats even if they look a little bit different. Think of cognitive computing as a really smart helper that can assist people in all kinds of tasks. It can help find information, make decisions, and even communicate with people in different languages. Just like how you need to practice to get better at something, cognitive computing needs to be trained to get better at learning and thinking. People give it lots of examples to help it learn and make better decisions in the future. Cognitive computing is able to understand what people mean even if they don't say things perfectly. It can take context clues and previous knowledge to figure out what someone is trying to say. This is called natural language processing. Another cool thing about cognitive computing is that it can work with all kinds of information, from pictures and sounds to text and numbers. It's like a super detective that can solve all kinds of mysteries. Some robots use cognitive computing to be able to do things like walk and talk. It helps them think and learn just like people do, which makes them even more helpful and useful. Just like how your brain has different parts that do different things, cognitive computing has different parts too. For example, one part might be responsible for understanding language while another part is responsible for recognizing patterns. Cognitive computing can help catch mistakes that people make when doing things. For example, if someone inputs the wrong number into a calculation, cognitive computing can catch that mistake and correct it. Cognitive computing can also play guessing games, like 20 questions. It can ask questions to figure out what someone is thinking of, and use its knowledge to make the best guess possible. Because cognitive computing can understand and communicate in multiple languages, it's able to talk to people all over the world. This makes it easier for people who speak different languages to communicate and share ideas. Virtual assistants like Siri and Alexa use cognitive computing to understand what you're saying and do what you ask them to do. They're like your own personal smart helpers. Cognitive computing can also help create things that aren't real, like dragons or unicorns. It can use its knowledge of the world to create images and sounds that are convincing and believable. The future of cognitive computing is really exciting, and it's going to be a big part of how we use technology in the future. As computers get even smarter, they'll be able to help people with even more tasks. For example, they might be able to help doctors diagnose and treat diseases, or help scientists find new cures for illnesses. Cognitive computing could also help us solve big problems like climate change and poverty. By analyzing lots of data and understanding patterns, computers can help us find new solutions to these big challenges. In the future, we might also see more robots that use cognitive computing to do things like cooking, cleaning, and even driving cars. This would make our lives easier and more efficient. Another exciting thing about the future of cognitive computing is that it will become even more personalized. Computers will be able to learn more about our individual preferences and habits, and use that information to help us in more specific ways. Virtual reality and augmented reality are also areas where cognitive computing will play a big role in the future. Computers will be able to create even more realistic and immersive experiences for us to enjoy. Cognitive computing will also help us communicate better with people from different cultures and languages. With the help of computers, we'll be able to easily translate and understand what people from all over the world are saying. As computers get better at understanding natural language, we might even see more robots that can have conversations with us like real people. Imagine having a robot friend who can talk to you about anything you want. The future of cognitive computing is also going to be about making technology more accessible to everyone. Computers will be able to help people with disabilities and make it easier for them to do things like control their environment or communicate with others. One area where cognitive computing is already being used is in education. In the future, computers will be able to help students learn in more personalized and effective ways, making education more accessible and fun. Another exciting possibility for cognitive computing is in the field of art and music. Computers will be able to create new pieces of music and art that are completely unique and never been heard or seen before. Cognitive computing will also help us make better decisions in our daily lives. By analyzing lots of data and understanding patterns, computers will be able to give us advice on things like what to eat or what kind of exercise to do. As cognitive computing becomes more powerful, it will be able to help us solve even bigger problems, like finding new sources of renewable energy or creating more sustainable ways of living. One thing that's for sure is that cognitive computing will continue to change and evolve as technology advances. We might not even be able to imagine all the amazing things it will be able to do in the future. But no matter what the future holds, one thing is certain: cognitive computing will always be there to help us and make our lives better in all kinds of ways. So get ready, because the future of cognitive computing is going to be really amazing. In summary, cognitive computing is like having a really smart friend who can help you learn and do things. It's always there to help you and make things easier, whether you're trying to solve a problem or just have some fun.